Hello, my friends, and thank you for tuning in. Karen Barney bringing you the road ahead for January 10 through 16 of 2021. We have a new moon in Capricorn coming up on January 12th. This is the time to set your intentions toward your financial security and practical plans put in place. So this road ahead is done by element, so let's shuffle and cut and see who is first. We have the Knight of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. My air sign friends, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, first up. Where is the Wheel of Fortune turning for you? It turns a click this week, my friends, and you're going to go rushing in. You're going to go charging in, full of, be shrewd, okay? And I would watch your tongue a little bit, because this Knight of Swords can charge in and change the landscape. So if you've got something that's unexpected maybe that came in, that's a dose of good fortune. You don't want to upset it. You want to charge after it, absolutely. Go for it. But don't speak carefully. All right, air signs. What is it we are talking about here for the air signs? January 10 through 16 of 2021. What do they need to know? How do they navigate this road ahead? Thank you. What do we have here? The Six of Wands. So successfully, under the sun, my friends, something may be illuminated. You may be the star of the show here. What is it? What's happening here with the Four of Pentacles? Seven of Pentacles. Air signs. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Thank you. And the Empress. Well, you know, it is about a creative process, one that you might be stalled in, one that you may be waiting for an influx of finances, perhaps. I think you're on stable ground. Where are we going with this? And the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck again, my friends. So this does involve, I think, creating a more fortunate outcome for you. Now, of course, we would be remiss if we didn't say the Empress in as motherhood, right? But I think it's more than that. I think you are the mother or the inventor of whatever new direction you're headed in. The Wheel of Fortune's put something on your path, and I hope that you recognize it. It may seem like it is more of the same and not necessarily turning out the way you want, but I think you will recognize that there's a creative opportunity in this, my air sign friends, an opportunity for you to really take charge and move past any disappointment or any disappointment you might have had. Now, you might have had disappointment in the past. You might have disappointment in your comfort level as far as finance is concerned. And you may be having some difficulty with the children as well. So how is this coming about? Remember, we have motherhood here. So there may be a situation where you recognize that one of your brood is not on solid ground and you want to help them. Certainly that's possible. What's happening? Let's talk about our Four of Pentacles first. You know, this is about saving and putting together the resources, the tools, the skills, accumulating what it is you need, my air sign friends. So that could depend on which direction we're going in. But I do think that you're on solid ground. You've established a base. Okay, you may want to just hunker down for a little bit and see how this plays out, because it still has more to go. Our air sign friends going on here with the Seven of Pentacles, please. What is it you've been waiting on, had patience for, really put a lot of effort into? Are you finally seeing the success of it? Here's our Knight of Wands. So things are going to change, my friends. They are going to change in whatever situation you've been looking at with a little bit of perhaps disappointment. A little bit of, oh God, still not yet type of energy. I think that's due to change. And I think it's at your action that it changes. So you might have been hunkering down, trying to put your best foot forward here with the Magician, trying to pull a rabbit out of your hat, trying to pull it off. I think you will. I think you do have the ability to be successful in this. But it depends on how you change things. So what is happening? Thank you, the Five of Pentacles. So I think you're looking at tools to eliminate any loss, any lack. Now, if this is a situation with the children, you may be missing them. They may have broken your heart, or you them. But I think that it is something that can be rectified. It may take a little bit of motherly manipulation. It may take a little bit of Coercion is the word they're giving me, okay? Just, it's a matter of discussion, all right? And that will be recognized, I think. But I do believe that there are changes coming in here for you with the Wheel of Fortune. And if you seize upon them, you are going to come out and start and begin to, if not further, you're going to thrive. You're going to thrive, my air sign friends. The Six of Wands, recognition, stardom. You're going to be recognized for something that you have accomplished, something you started. There's our Four of Cups and the Four of Swords. So I would say to you, it's going to change within just a short time. The fours are prevalent here, so 4 weeks, 4 days. Remember, these are weekly readings, so it certainly could be 4 days. But right now, whatever you're being offered, you stepped back from. Maybe you want to take another look at that, because you may be missing an opportunity here to use your best skills, put your best foot forward. So is this business or is this personal? Tell me about the Six of Wands here. What is the recognition? I think this is public recognition. Justice. So maybe there is a piece of information that comes in. Justice is in your favor. It may mean that there's a payout that you've been waiting on that finally comes in. It may not be what you were looking for, but it does bring you the healing that you need to be able to move forward and birth something new. Creative process is very strong here, and you're going to be the one that takes charge of it and moves it along. Now this is Cancer and fire signs here, Libra. So where are you taking this? Where are you taking the Chariot? I think you're trying to get away from whatever was disappointing. You stepped back from it already, and now it's time to, I think, put it at rest, settle it, finish it, make it right, do the right thing about it. Where is the Empress coming in for my air signs? Thank you. The World, yeah, you're bringing it full circle, so you can start fresh. So I'm not sure what you're doing here, my air sign friends. It could be in regards to a relationship. It could be with the children. It could be in regards to work. But whatever it is you've been holding out for, holding on for, and had extreme patience, things are changing. You may have been disappointed in the past, but I think you're ready to move through that. And I do mean through it. It's not about pushing it under the rug. It's about dealing with it, bringing it full circle. And it may take a motherly energy to do that, a caretaker energy to do that, to make it right. What is happening here with the Six of Wands, please, for my air sign friends? This is the week of January 10 through 16, 2021. The road ahead. What is coming to justice? The Eight of Pentacles. So it is, I would say, about work. Perhaps the job you've been waiting on for quite a while has finally shown up, and you recognize it, and you can cement, legalize the contract on it. You know, it's kind of like pulling a rabbit out of your hat. Things might have been tough for a little bit, but now that cycle is closing, and you're the one that did it. With a little help from the universe, no question, but you're the one that did it. You know, this can also be that you are recognized for an accomplishment at work that you've been kind of feeling a little bit left out of, perhaps, and you know, maybe took a back seat because someone else was getting the recognition. Look at that pose. Yeah, somebody else, right? Should have been me. Well, I think that if that's the case, then it is coming to you. But it's at your hand, at your action, with a new development. So whatever you've done recently has finally brought it into balance for you. This Wheel of Fortune may have inspired you to whip something up and solidify your position. And perhaps you're even taking a step up the leadership ladder, my air sign friends. Might even involve a transfer because you weren't happy where you were. But you know, the past is the past, and the new plan is the new plan. So, let's see where we're taking this for you, my air sign friends. Tell me about the Empress. Thank you. So the news is going back and forth quick, and it is going to change rather quickly too, I believe. So whatever you've been holding out for, my air sign friends, I think you're going to see see it start to come in, see it come to fruition. If not all, then at least a good part of it, something that, you know, gives you a sense of relief, like, oh, finally I'm getting what's due me, or finally I can breathe and I have some justice in my life. It's finally starting to be fair and balance out. That's the Wheel of Fortune coming in, and it is going to move fairly quickly. But again, you are the one that is creating the next step. So if you're bringing this to a close, what's next, my friends? It's going to be time for you to step up and drive this chariot. Air signs. Today we're using the Manifest Soulmate Oracle deck. It is was part of a set. I don't know that you can buy it on its own, but that is what it is. Manifest Soulmate Oracle cards, and it is not as soft as it sounds. Let's see what's happening for my air sign friends, please. The week of January 10 through 16 of 2021. Sometimes the strongest people in the morning are the people who cried all night. So, you know, we all have that sadness and sorrow in our lives, my friends, but, you know, you got to get up and do it again. I don't mean do the sadness. You got to get up and get out again the next day. All right, you can't stop living. So if you've taken a step back from a situation because it isn't quite what you wanted, then, you know, maybe it's about reevaluating what you need and where you are, because you are on solid ground. And I do think that this magician is going to allow you to create something really beautiful that really moves very quickly. And the Wheel of Fortune's put it there. So if you've been a little down or out of it lately, sometimes the strongest people in the morning are the people who cried all night. There's nothing wrong with that, my friends. You've got to let it out. You've got to purge, okay? All right, air signs. Thank you. My goodness. This is the Sawyer's Path Tower that I'm using. I probably mentioned that, but it is one of my favorites. So let's see who's next. The road ahead, January 10 through 16. We do have that new moon coming in on the 12th, which is going to be, what, Tuesday? It may be the 13th, depending on where you are. It's close to midnight on the 12th. Eastern time, that is. Who's next? Who's next? I have the Queen of Wands and the Six of Wands. So fire signs are next. What is it you are focused on? You're focused on the success of it. Or are you focused on expanding the success of it, growing the success of whatever you're doing? Look at how bright that sun is in both of these cards. So it is a situation that you are looking to expand, looking to prosper with. Pardon me, friends. All right, my Aries, Leo, Sagittarius friends, you are now looking to expand your success. Build on what you have already accomplished. So what's happening with the fire signs, please? Fire signs. The week of January 10 through 16. What's on their road ahead? Fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What's happening for my fire sign friends? What's going on for the fire signs? Thank you. Queen of Swords. The Hanged Man. So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini there. What do we have? The Hierophant, so Taurus is on the table. One more piece for my fire sign friends. Thank you. Eight of Swords, fire signs. There's a commitment you're uncertain of and you're waiting to make a decision. You have not yet made the decision. But it does hang in the balance because there is perhaps a financial lack, but there's also, I think there's a lack of respect. Let's put that out there first. There's a lack of commitment. And I think you miss. I think this was rather sudden. There's an ending here, my friends. Now, this can mean that you are ending this period and moving up from here. But it can also be that there was an unexpected ending, maybe even a betrayal, and now it's difficult for you to trust whatever is being offered. This may be a financial institution that is lacking. Maybe you can't move because of a loan. They're holding you up. Okay, but the decision's been made, and I think that as long as you can't, now obviously we're not talking about a financial institution anymore, but the decision has been made, and as long as you can see your way through this, I think you are going to escape. I don't mean escape the ending, but move up from here. This has to end. This has to be finished, and you've waited long enough. Maybe you weren't quite ready for it before. So what does the Hierophant mean? Is it a commitment to someone? Is it a commitment to a job, a big contract with a large company or government that you're unsure of? What's happening with the Hierophant? The Pope. You're not trusting your faith. The Six of Wands and the Hanged Man. So the success of this commitment, the success of this tradition even, the structure of this hangs in the balance here, my friends. And you're the decision maker. Don't be hasty. Fire signs. Think it out. Why is our Hanged Man here, please, for my fire sign friends? This is the week of January 10 through 16. The Ace of Wands. I think you're eager to get going, and the waiting is killing you. The waiting is like, oh, it's really playing with your head, and it may even be playing with your pocketbook. Okay, the waiting is what's killing you. So, when is what you're going to do, what you're doing, going to be committed to writing, committed to the books, put on the books, so to speak? So if you're working a job, then when are you going to be put on the books? Because that's affecting your pocketbook. The Eight of Pentacles. It is about work. Okay, so you've been waiting perhaps on work, waiting for a transfer, waiting for an unexpected, perhaps there was an unexpected release that happened here, my friends. And by that I mean you released them or they released you. But it came up kind of quick. What's happening here with the Eight of Swords? You're all up in your head about it, and you really can't see, I think, a clear direction to go. So it may be that you're biding your time with this Hanged Man, trying to look at all the different perspectives and mulling them over. But the Queen of Swords is someone that usually acts rather quickly. I don't mean that she didn't think about it. I mean that she is sometimes reactionary. So it may be a job to hold yourself back from doing just that. But I think you'd be better served by watching it play out, watching whatever it is that comes to light. Comes to light, exactly. So you're worrying, but the sun is shining here, okay? And maybe you don't see it because you've got this blindfold on, my fire sign friends. But perhaps there's even a Leo that's involved in this. But I would say to you that you are going to move through this very, very well. Look what we have here. The Ace of Cups and the Temperance card, so Sagittarius there as well. So if you're doubting the heartfelt emotion of a situation, I told you, you missed somebody. Maybe you're waiting on a commitment from somebody, and you're really working on sparking the passion, creating a new direction for yourselves, your relationship. I do think you're under the positive and beautiful auspices of the sun, but there does need to be some healing. There needs to be some, maybe even atonement for some harsh words that might have been said. Tell me about the Queen of Swords here for my fire signs. This is the road ahead, January 10 through 16 of 2020 for my Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius friends. Both of whom, Leo and Sagittarius, on the table. And look who jumps out, our Queen of Swords again, to clarify our Queen of Swords. So my fire sign friends, think very clearly, okay? Sometimes this Queen of Swords, doesn't I was going to say doesn't face things, but our main queen is facing things straight on. But sometimes she's difficult to get to know. So your veneer, your outside, doesn't necessarily match the inside. Because I think inside, your heart is racing here. waiting for someone to make a move in a direction that can spark this passion and bring things to a commitment and healing and really a beautiful energy here. But, you know, take the blindfold off. How do you do that? You've got to really investigate. You've got to see both sides of it. You've got to see things from all the different angles, just like that Hanged Man. And what is the decision that comes through with our Queen of Swords? For my fire sign friends, please. The Two of Wands. Yeah, you're trying to decide. It's a question of your action, and you've got it in your hands here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So how are you going to move forward? Are you going to move toward this affection? Are you going to move forward toward this love? You miss it already. You do. I think you miss the confines of this contract or vow. I think this is personal, to be honest with you. It certainly could be work, but I think it's personal more. Where's our Queen of Swords taking everybody? Finishing things in a way that you can start fresh, I would say. You know, you might have, sometimes you got to blow it up to start fresh. There's our Queen of Cups. You know, you may not have been happy for a while, and the pressure was building, and you kept on to keep the peace. Now, where am I going with this? Fire signs, are you doing this for your own satisfaction? Are you doing, now, you know, tarot, you can read both ways. So you may be looking at this and saying, do I really want to be part of this commitment any longer? Is my happiness worth more? Do I need this healing and need to thrive on my own? So you may be closing a cycle, but again, it's at your action, and I think you're waiting for the right time. But there's a loss here. So it may be a loss of home and hearth, okay, a loss of that security there. But the only way to go from here, my friends, is up, okay? So things are, be a little bit more open. Our Queen of Cups is here. Sometimes she hides her emotions because she doesn't like to be vulnerable. But if you truly want this affection, then you're going to have to open yourself up and close this. You know, I said the Queen of Swords is hard to get to know. So if you are in a relationship that you want to take further, then you really do need to face things head on, square in the face, and take the next step. Take the action required to move this forward. This is bliss. This is harmony. And this is absolute vitality and a really fun, enjoyable life here, my fire sign friends. So let's pull a Manifest Soulmate Oracle deck, or Oracle card for you. Just the one card the fire signs need to see, please. One card for the fire signs. Just one. Okay, well, that one. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. So my friends, you have to be happy where you are. And right now you've got your eyes closed. So what is it you're doubting? You've got to see things, you've got to face them head on, examine them from all different perspectives here, my fire sign friends, and find your inner peace, find your core happiness, yourself, before you can tie all of this up and bring it into, I think, the beautiful conclusion that you have in store. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Fire sign friends, thanks so much, everybody, for being with me. I truly appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you get all of my videos first, and or notice of them, and also notice of when I go live, because I'm kind of doing that pretty regularly now. So we have earth and water on the table. Who's going to be next? I just saw that Ace of Pentacles flash there for a minute. Who's the next? Earth or water? So I would say our water signs, Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio there. Again, missing someone, missing, you know, kind of, I think you're enduring a loss privately. My water sign friends, I'm sorry to say. That could be financial, but you have found shelter, but it isn't quite comfortable yet. So you've got someone that is perhaps a caretaker for you. And I don't necessarily mean that in a physical, but certainly possibly it's about taking care of your heart. Someone to take care of your heart here, water sign friends. Water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios. What is happening for my Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio friends? This is the road ahead, January 10 through 16 for the water sign friends. What's happening for the water sign? There we go. Off on a new adventure, my water sign friends. The Fool taking a big step. What is that step here? Thank you. The new beginning, rising up out of the ashes. My goodness. January, this week, my water sign friends, may be a momentous step for you. Seven of Wands. And the Wheel of Fortune. Yes. So I'd say whatever big step is on your path this week, my water sign friends, try not to fight it off, okay? Allow it. This is the Wheel of Fortune bringing you a beautiful new beginning. It's a calling. Whatever it is that's calling to you, it is a big step, most definitely, but it is the direction that you need to go. It is going to be successful. Not only that, it's going to eliminate any of the rough spots you might have been through. Now, memories, of course, but, you know, it's going to help you smooth out the Chariot's direction. And I believe this is what you've been waiting on. And it may have actually hit you like a thunderbolt. So you may have a situation that came in and you went, oh my goodness, how am I going to handle this? But out of it builds a really strong foundation and a beautiful, I want to say, home and life and an enjoyable situation. Here you are, my Cancer friend, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios, the Queen of Cups, offering your heart, offering your cup. So water signs, how is this turning out for you? Try not to fight this off. That's my biggest word of caution here. It can be successful if you allow, but you've got to take the first step, water signs. That's a big step. It's a big one. Okay, why is the Seven of Wands here for the water signs? Thank you. January 10 through 16, there's a connection. Don't fight the connection, okay? There may be a financial connection to this. There might be, you know, an influx of cash that allows you to take this big step and moves you toward that Wheel of Fortune and the success that's coming with it. Water signs, please. The Seven of Wands, thank you. And here's our Seven of Pentacles. So you've been waiting. And it may have been a challenge. The patience aspect may have been a challenge. But I think you've said that when the time is right, I'm just going to continue on my merry way and keep the peace, do what I need to do in my life and eliminate what I have to do in my life. And when it comes along, I'll take that big step. Well, here it is. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, this is what you've been waiting on. You're in alignment with it now. It's going to be victory. And I'm going to tell you what, my water sign friends, it's going to move very quickly. Okay, which direction are you going? We already know that you're faced with a new opportunity. And it may have come up out of the blue, as we said, with the Tower. But you know what? It's going to be a situation that may change your course a little bit, the Wheel of Fortune. But it's on your path so that you can build this, I think, beautiful, beautiful situation. The Four of Wands, home, hearth, celebration, weddings even, possibly. So, let's see what's going on here for the water signs. What is the Fool card here to represent for my water sign friends? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios, the Devil. Well, there may be a Capricorn that's in your midst, or at least, very least, there's a temptation. Okay, so you have been tempted to go in this direction, and you know, you may be trying to fight it. You might be saying, you know what? I don't know if the connection is good enough. Is it going to pay off? I've been down this road before, maybe. Do I want to do it again? But whatever is on your path here, my Cancer, Pisces, Scorpios, it is here for your benefit. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune, success coming in, allowing you to move past all of that crap that you've been through. We've all been through, right? But water signs, whatever you've been dealing with, you're going to be able to smooth it out. It's going to get easier from here. And again, this might have hit you like a thunderbolt. Well, water signs, You're going to have to write and tell me what this is all about. Feels relationship. But you know, there are many ways to start a new adventure, many callings, different callings that we could have. It could be in a career path, because we do have finance here. You know, you may be fighting it for a number of reasons financially, even if it is relationship based. Tell me why the Judgment card is here, please. What is the new beginning? The rising up out of the ashes. Look at this, my Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio friends. Wow. The Ace of Cups. Is there a new lease on life because of a lightning bolt connection that was made, that is now going to build toward something really beautiful, solid, and stable? I think something long-lasting even, as long as you can open your heart. And here's our Ten of Pentacles, the security of it. You may be investigating how you do it financially, how you do it and keep your own security. Okay, keep your own responsibilities. But it's going to get interesting, my Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios. The Wheel of Fortune has more in store. So I tend to think that this lightning bolt has just hit if it's relationship based. Six of Wands. So I think you can I think you see it. I think you saw it immediately and knew what you needed to do. Okay, and the Six of Wands here guarantees success, my friends. So if this is relationship based, or even if it's just in you going off in a new direction to satisfy a temptation that you have, whether that be business or personal, then it is going to result in an overwhelm of the senses in a beautiful, joyous, and lovely way. Fulfillment coming in. Tell me more about the Judgment card here, please, for my water sign friends. The Judgment and the Ace of Cups. Now that can also mean a new child, starting a new chapter with another responsibility. Four of Wands. Bringing the love home, my water sign friends. Whether it's found you or you found it, it struck hard this past week, or this week it will. So you may find the home that you love and take on that new responsibility. It's a big step. It will be successful, and perhaps you got some help because you've been waiting for a while to do this. So there are a number of ways that this can play out. So if it's a home, it's truly going to be a home. Tell me about our Wheel of Fortune here for the water sign friends. The King of Swords. You may have been waiting on a final decision for a loan, for a property, for a direction that you want to take. You might have been waiting on news that, you know, it was successful before you move forward with what is next on your path. But what is next on your path, my water sign friends, is truly a fulfilling and I think beautiful energy. It's time for you to decide to you know, you've carried this long enough. If it's a responsibility, you have carried it long enough. Is it time to change things? Perhaps. I need one more card here, please, on the Wheel of Fortune. So there's something I think you're going to decide to release, to let go. The Tower. Pardon me. So now our Tower is down here already. So whatever the lightning bolt was, it may have maybe even put a little pressure on you to, you know, move forward in a faster way here with the Chariot card. Things are going to go quickly, all right? But, you know, it is also about a decision to release anything in the past, any burdens that you might have been carrying, and allow this unexpected event to show you the silver lining here, my water sign friends, because it truly is a silver lining. I think this is going to work out well, regardless of where it's centered, but it feels relationship centered to me, my water sign friends. All right, let's see what's in store for the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio friends with the Manifest Soulmate Oracle. And here it is. What do we have? Oh my goodness. Water signs. Fall in love when you are ready, not when you're lonely. So I would say that this is relationship based. And if there is perhaps a Capricorn that in your midst, then that may be the object. But regardless, it's definitely a temptation. And it's going to take, I think, a lot of introspection and self-reflection in order to release any judgments that may have been in the past about how things are supposed to go. And whatever came in, my friends, it's like it was a lightning bolt. So fall in love when you're ready, not when you're lonely. All right, water signs. Let's see what's going on here. All right, who's next? We have earth signs. Last but certainly not least, my fellow Capricorns, Taurus and Virgo signs. Thank you for staying. Thank you for joining me. Let's get to the meat of it for my earth sign friends. January 10 through 16. What's happening for the earth signs? You know what we have to do? We have to shuffle and cut, just like all the other signs, for the earth signs. All right, my Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo friends, that new moon on the 12th is in Capricorn. So again, it's about goal setting and putting out there what you want out of this next phase. Venus on the 8th moved into Capricorn as well. So it's going to bring in a sense of Venus rules love and money. So look for changes in that area, those areas, and set your intentions accordingly. Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. What's on the agenda for January 10 through 16? The Seven of Cups. Options, choices. The Three of Wands. What are you doing for the future? That's the question. The Two of Swords. Two of Swords. I don't think you can see. Are you protecting yourself from an option that's on the table? And the Ten of Pentacles, security. Four of Pentacles. So, Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, I think you have been able to hold on to a little bit of your finance. There may be a couple of options coming up for you in the future, but I don't think you see how they could benefit your family, benefit your financial situation. The World card. The holding on phase is done. Where are you focused? You're focused on being authentic here. And the Scorpio energy along with the sun. Holy cow. What do we have going on, my earth sign friends? Leo energy here and our King of Wands behind it. Temperance, Sagittarius there. So where are you trying to gain control and bring things into balance? Now, the sun. I'm sorry, wrong. That's the Lover's card. Well then. Gemini there on the table, my earth sign friends. Is that a choice within a relationship? To transform a relationship? You've got two queens here. Is there competition for a relationship? Or is your focus on being your best, your authentic self, and the caretaker that you truly are? Queen of Pentacles here. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and fire signs with the Queen of Wands. So what is it you are I think you're holding on until something settles. Something has to finish first before you can focus on the next step. But you really have been making a transition here, my earth sign friends. I think you are focused on finishing that transition and making choices for your best self. What do we have? Temperance card and the Ace, the King of Swords. So there is a choice to be made, and it may be a little bit confusing right now. You may not see where you're headed in the future, but there is a fire at your back. You do have to do something, and keeping the peace here is not necessarily going to serve you well. You're going to be able to conserve. Where is this Two of Swords taking you? What is it that you are, you're going to have to follow your intuition on this. She's blindfolded, but her third eye is wide open. And generally, this is about protecting yourself, and not taking any action is an action in and of itself. And staying where you are, yes, keeps you whole, but does it allow you any other options? Does it allow you to finish what you started and now concentrate on you and the transition that you are in? Or are you transitioning to a lover or a love relationship, a partnership? Is it a partnership that you're in that's coming to a close? Lots of questions here, Earth signs. Let's get some answers. The Two of Swords. What is it you are working on? That may be that you are in a partnership that's given a little bit of perhaps competition, a little rivalry, and you're not sure how the finances are going to proceed forward. I think if that's the case, you're going to hold your ground here, my Earth sign friends. You're in a good position. Tell me about the Two of Swords here, please, for the Earth signs. Thank you, the Seven of Pentacles. You've waited this long. What's another week, right? I don't know if that's the case. It's about when things are going to pay off, and I don't think you can see it. I think you can feel it. Things are going to be prosperous. Things are going to be settled and secure, and you're going to have the abundance that you seek, my Earth sign friends, because that, you know, our image of ourselves, our focus is typically about how we take care of ourselves and our family, our security. Okay, so there is something that you've been waiting on that perhaps you don't see. So be in tune with your third eye there, and make sure that you are open to the options that present themselves, because I do think there's a either lucrative, abundant, or secure opportunity. What is the Two of Swords here for? What are you protecting yourself from? King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Well, these may be connected. We saw the water sign reading. The King of Cups is cool, calm, and collected on the outside. Inside, he's a very sensitive individual, okay? He's also someone that's very supportive, very intuitive as well. So he may be part of this third eye situation as well. And I say it's the king, but it is a masculine energy, somebody that is, you know, a very supportive in a very secure way. And I don't mean financially, but he's very sure of himself when he speaks, when he says, this is what I think you should do. It's based in, first off, compassion and affection and I think a heartfelt energy, but it's also based in reality. He's not airy-fairy. He's pretty down to earth here, my Earth sign friends. Okay, he's going to give you the practical advice, but if you are protecting yourself in a relationship or protecting yourself from the King of Cups because it's never worked out in the past, I would be prepared there, my Earth sign friends, because I do believe that this moon is where you set your goals. If it's with a person, set those goals for your intentions of security at this new moon that's coming up, but also reflect on the different plans that you may have already made and what happened with them. So you might want to clue this person in and allow them into, I think, into your psyche, into your thought process here, and open up a little bit. Open that third eye wider and take that blindfold off, because they may be what you've been waiting for, if it's relationship based, or who you've been waiting for, but they are most definitely going to be able to offer you a sound and solid piece of advice and guidance. Earth signs. The options. So now let's pull this even further. So this may be on online dating. That's coming to a close. You've made your choice, okay? And I think you've made your choice. You're focused on who you are and transforming into who you truly are here, my Earth sign friends. And now here we have the Lovers coming in. I think you're the one that's going to be in charge of that. There's a really, I think, masculine vibe here with this king, but at the same time, it is about who's going to be the director, and I do believe that's going to be you, my Earth sign friends. What do we have? Well, you're closing out, and it's not from lack of options. So if you've been online dating, you've had enough. All right, but you know, our Seven of Cups is, of course, options for other things, but you're in a really good place. The time of lack, the time of loss, my Earth sign friends, is coming to a close. The security is coming in, and I think you're reflecting on what, if this is a relationship, what it could be. It may be that it's what you've been waiting for, and the light of the moon illuminates that. So what's happening around the time of the moon? What intentions are you putting out? Tell me, okay. Three of Wands. So in the future, I think that things are going to be settled. Now that's our Libra card as well. So you might have a Libra involved, but I really think this is a relationship with a water sign. Or someone that is finally going to help you see the way to justice and security. Okay, you're in a good position. You've got a good head on your shoulders, and you're ready. You're ready to finish the cycle and focus on you, my Earth sign friends. Now, focus on you in a relationship. Maybe the relationship is now focused on you. And you know what? That's a really comfortable feeling sometimes, to know that you are in a secure place, to know that you are maybe financially solid, on solid ground there, and eliminating any lack. But the choices you've made have brought about justice here, or it's on its way here in the future. I think you can see it starting to sprout. The Death card, yes, that's the transformation that is in play. The Queen of Wands is really passionate and focused on bringing about this ability to take care of yourself, because our Queen of Pentacles rarely takes care of herself. She takes care of everyone else in the deck, right? She is the one that nurtures. So let somebody else help you. Let somebody else support you. And that's, sometimes a difficult transition, because it is about allowing. And Earth signs, we're pretty grounded and practical, and maybe our way is always the best way. All right, not always, but you know what I mean. Earth signs, we can be pretty stubborn. We like things the way we like them. And the Ten of Pentacles, where is this transition coming in? And with the Ten of Pentacles, you got to let it build. Didn't we see that down here? Maybe not. Maybe that was another sign. I'm sorry. You just have to... I guess I didn't, did I? There's the Fool card. So somebody's taking a leap of faith. What is it that's going to build? So your success, my friends, Earth signs, is finally coming in here, all right? The Three of Wands. I think you can see how the future may play out. There may be a balancing act that's in play, but that's going to tip in one way or another and change the direction. Bring something to a close, a period of lack to a close, a period of loss to a close. And you may be trying to protect yourself from this loving and supportive energy. Sounds kind of silly, doesn't it? Open up and allow it in. It is truly what you've been waiting for. And I think that upon reflection, a little further down the road into this transition, and maybe even a new commitment, or making legal settlement type action, you're going to see how this builds. But here is where it begins, my Earth sign friends, with the Page of Pentacles. The first contact, the first opportunity to put together perhaps a group of people. Now, again, it could be about finding your tribe here, and now you've finally, heard of a new opportunity, a new job, a new way of taking care of yourself that is going to need to build a little bit before it is this solid ground. I think you've got enough right now to see yourself through the end of this transition, but you are now embarking on a new direction here. The King of Coins and the Empress. Yes, you are creating a very solid base for yourself, my Earth sign friends. The King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The Empress there, birthing, creating. Creating what are we creating? A new opportunity? A new job? Maybe even entering into a new relationship here, my Earth sign friends. All of this is in play with this reading. Let's talk about the Earth signs with our Manifest Soulmate Oracle cards. The one card the Earth signs need to see. Thank you. The reason it hurts so much to separate is because our souls are connected. So you may have a really solid connection with someone, and looking at options on how to change the cycle that you're in, how to allow this loving support instead of protecting yourself, and allow the unknown to guide you as well. Sometimes we like to control the how of it, and the bottom line is, my friends, we can't. All right? It's not about making it work, it's about allowing. The reason it hurts so much to separate is because our souls are connected. So you are building a solid connection here, my friends, and I want to say that this King of Cups is someone that you can depend on. And if you need to get that kind word, or if you need to have some balance brought in and perspective on how things are going and what needs to end and change and transition in your life, I would say look to the others in your life, because they are truly connected with you, and I do believe that they are on your path for a reason, to help you create this solid and stable, fortunate outcome that's here, my earth sign friends. The reason it hurts so much to separate is because our souls are connected. So you may be feeling distant from someone, but your souls are most definitely connected, and I think it's going to change here in the very near future. All right, my earth sign friends, thank you very much. Thank you everyone for joining me. I truly appreciate your attention. Don't forget, like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't already, just hit that cute little pup at the end, and we'll speak to you again tomorrow. If you'd like to connect with me, all of my details are in the description box below. Thanks so much.